Due to its scenic beauty and range of outdoor activities it provides, Louisiana is often referred to as the sportsman paradise. From its rivers and lakes to its coastal bayous and gulf waters, this state is especially attractive to anglers. However, before you cast a line here, it's important to familiarize yourself with the state's local rules and regulations. This video will address some of your most common questions about getting a Louisiana fishing license. After watching, you'll be able to spend less time looking for answers and more time fishing. If you want to watch more fishing videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe below. So, who needs a fishing license? Plain and simple, everyone over the age of 16 needs a license to fish in Louisiana. This applies to both residents and out-of-staters. Unlike most neighboring Gulf states, you will also need a license to fish on a charter boat, regardless of whether you're a state resident or not. However, there are some exceptions that exempt people from having to fish with a license. This includes residents and non-residents under the age of 16, as well as residents who were born before June 1st, 1940, and who have lived in Louisiana for 6 months or more. Lastly, everyone can enjoy a great time on the water on Louisiana's free fishing weekend. This usually runs in mid-June and allows anglers from all over the country to fish license-free. Just keep in mind that regular bag and size limits still apply. There are various fishing licenses you can buy in Louisiana covering different lengths of time and specific pieces of gear. And some groups even have the option of discounted licenses. The main two types of licenses are basic, which covers inland waters, and saltwater, which covers coastal areas. The boundary between the two is called the saltwater line, and it runs along the intracoastal waterway. Keep in mind, prices will vary depending on whether you are a Louisiana resident or not. Just like in many other states, most of the license options are cheaper for locals than they are for people from out of state. If you're fishing on a saltwater charter, you can save a little money by opting for a charter passenger or charter skiff license. These cover you for 3 days of fishing aboard either a boat or a skiff. Louisiana residents have access to several special permits. If you're looking to fish on the cheap side, a hook and line license is a bargain price replacement for a basic fishing license that allows you to fish with a traditional cane pole. On the other end of the scale, the Sportsman Paradise license lets you fish and hunt and includes permits for all fishing gear except 16-foot trawls. Lastly, seniors can get a discounted hunting-fishing combo. This doesn't include gear permits though. Another big advantage that residents get is access to a variety of lifetime licenses. These cover you for fresh and saltwater and have the option of also covering hunting. Lifetime licenses are much cheaper for kids and seniors. You can buy your newborn a life of awesome angling and hunting for just a couple of $100. Visitors to the Pelican State also get a wide mix of licenses to choose from. These are mainly designed for short breaks with special 1-day permits for both fresh and saltwater, as well as 3-day charter and skiff permits. If you're staying for longer, you can get the standard basic and saltwater licenses or even splash out on a lifetime hunting fishing license. This will cover you for the rest of your life, although you'll still need gear permits for some equipment. Also, non-resident full-time college students in Louisiana can get special discounts on licenses. The saltwater license is actually cheaper than the regular resident rates. And speaking of discounts, the state of Louisiana also offers special licenses for active and former military personnel, as well as disabled residents. If one of those sounds like you, you could be eligible for one of these discounts. Now, keep in mind you only need a regular fishing license to use a rod and reel. However, if you want to fish with traps, nets, trawls, or any other special equipment, you'll need an extra permit. These are available to both residents and non-residents, although they're cheaper for locals. If you have a lifetime license, you can also get a lifetime version of any of these gear permits. This costs 10 times the regular rate, so it will start to pay for itself after a decade of delicious seafood. For more information on different types of licenses, be sure to check out our full blog article linked in the description. Also, keep in mind that these prices may change from year to year, so your best bet is to check the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries website before purchasing your license. Okay, so now you know what type of license you need, but how do you go about buying it? The two main ways of purchasing your license are either online or in person. To purchase online, all you have to do is head to the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries online store. There, you'll get an authorization number as well as a digital license you can print or save on your phone. If you prefer a paper license, your other option is to visit one of the many Department of Wildlife and Fisheries offices around the state, or you can also buy them at registered hardware stores, bait and tackle shops, and other chain retailers such as Walmart. Please also bear in mind that you can't buy military, student, disability, or lifetime licenses online. For most of these, you'll need to physically head over to the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries head office in Baton Rouge, or mail them your completed application form. If you lose your license, there's no need to panic. It's quite easy to get it replaced. If you bought your license online, you can reprint it for free. If not, you can buy a replacement for only $2. Perhaps one of the coolest things about Louisiana is that it has a reciprocal fishing license agreement with Texas. This means that Louisiana residents over 65 years old can fish in any Texas public waters, both freshwater and saltwater, without buying a Texas fishing license as long as they have a Louisiana senior license. People under the age of 65 from both states can fish along the border waters without buying another license. These border waters include Sabine Lake, River, and Pass, as well as Caddo Lake and Toledo Bend Reservoir, but not the Gulf of Mexico. So just to quickly recap some of the main rules that we went over today regarding buying a Louisiana fishing license. Everyone over the age of 16 needs a license to fish in Louisiana. The two main types of licenses are basic, which covers inland waters, and saltwater, which covers coastal areas. State residents have access to a variety of special permits and lifetime licenses, which can include hunting and fishing combos, as well as permits for special gear. Non-residents have access to special 1-day and 3-day permits for both freshwater and saltwater, and non-resident full-time college students studying in Louisiana are also eligible for discounts. Louisiana also offers special licenses for active and former military personnel, as well as disabled residents. And last but not least, licenses can be purchased online or in person. Just keep in mind that military, student, disability, or lifetime licenses must be purchased in person or via paper mail. And that's about it. We hope we were able to answer most of your questions regarding getting a Louisiana fishing license. For even more information on license types as well as full price breakdowns, be sure to check out our full blog article by clicking on the link in the description box, or just drop us a line in the comments. And when you're finally ready to start planning your trip, head over to FishingBooker.com and book your Louisiana fishing charter today.